If you've ever felt like you're plateauing in business, in training, or in life in general, this video might be for you. I want to talk about something that's become really clear the deeper I go down these paths. Business and jiu-jitsu aren't just similar, they share a lot of parallels. Both are infinite games, both expose your weaknesses, and both require you to become someone new to level up. This video is about mastery, the real kind, and I believe if you play it right, it can take you way further than you expect, maybe even to the global stage or to business achievement you may not have dreamed of. So I'm Tanner, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, training out of South Korea. I started training back in 2016, even trained throughout my time in the Army. Took a few breaks due to the Army through a failed SFAS attempt, which is Special Force Assessment and Selection. Took time off, but I kept coming back to train. It's been a consistent priority since I was 14 years old. Now I'm fully committed, training consistently and running a business that funds it all. The business I run is called Grapple Growth. We help MMA and BJJ gyms get more students through smart website systems. I've designed my life around two core inputs, which is business and grappling. And the deeper I go, the more I realize they're really similar paths. In Mastery by George Leonard, he explains that progress isn't just a straight line, it's a series of plateaus, brief spikes and more plateaus. The plateau isn't a sign that something's wrong, it's the most common part of the journey. What separates people who make it from those who quit. They keep showing up, they observe where the constraint is, they study it, learn it, apply it, then hit the next plateau and repeat. It's not glamorous, but it is the path, and falling in love with that process is what mastery actually is. Maybe even not falling in love, but even just accepting it, becoming at peace with that. In jiu-jitsu, the outcome is submission or control, and in business, the outcome is income and impact. But in both, results don't lie. It doesn't matter your belt or your resume. When it's time to perform, it shows. In both arenas, you get exposed, you get tested, you either evolve or you stay stuck. And the constraint in front of you, that's the opportunity. That's the next step in your growth. When I say the word constraint, what do I mean? To go a little bit further in depth on that, it's like in business or in your grappling game, there is a weakest link. And hearing people talk over the past couple of years, like Alex Hormozy, if you focus on anything but what is the weakest part of your game or the thing that's holding you back the most, it's the least effective use of your time. In business, a good example is if a constraint is that you have nothing to offer and that you can't fulfill your promises, you have no idea or no proof of what you're saying is actually true, you have no testimonials, that's probably the constraint you have to get. You have to get good enough at a skill to merit people trusting you, liking you, and being willing to pay you, and you getting results to back that up. Otherwise, you're just like a scammer. In jiu-jitsu, the constraint could be you don't know how to get out from pins. And regardless of your belt, if you're a black belt but you can't get out of mount, it can be really tough to defend that you're even a black belt or to win a match. And the first thing you need to learn from that point is getting out of that pin or getting out of pins in general. Being unpinnable is the ideal scenario, right? But in both situations, there is a constraint, and the idea is that you can see the constraint that's causing you to plateau and learn. Firstly, identifying that that's a constraint in the first place, and then learning to overcome that constraint as fast as possible, or at least having a couple solutions from every position. And in business, like I said, it's going to be either like you don't have proof, or you need more eyeballs to see your stuff, or you have to find some way to improve efficiency or outsource a time-consuming task. There's always ways to relieve constraints, and the better you get at learning to relieve those constraints, the faster you get at that process, the faster you'll get better, faster. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick or expand on that. Now we're going to look at some models in mastery for jiu-jitsu and business. So let's look at the top, the people who went all in. In business, you have people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, optimized systems at scale. In jiu-jitsu, you have people like Gordon Ryan, Craig Jones, many other countless people who've provided like a systematic progression and consistency, or showcased a systematic progression and consistency. But you don't have to be them. What if you could make enough money to fund your life, your training, your family, your health? That's all I was after initially. People like Limi BJJ, that's a YouTube channel, the creator of that channel, he created Outlier Database, and he built the bridge between value and passion. For him, he loves jiu-jitsu, obviously, and he made money through providing value to that pool of people. I chose a similar path to grapple growth, helping gym owners grow and letting that fund my grappling journey. So what this really means and what means is possible. Here's what I really want to say. If you choose the path of mastery in business and grappling or in both, whatever goal you have, and you set the right foundation, build the right systems, and consistently correct the course, you might go way further than you initially thought. It's not impossible to one day be on the global grappling stage, testing yourself against the best, or to build a business that earns you the right to train full-time for a season of 5, 10, even 15 years. You can tip the scale over time. Go deep on grappling now, let business run in the background, or build the business first, which is the path I took, then free yourself up to train, travel, and compete as much as you want. Or layer both slowly and rise in both over time. It's not about being mediocre at both, it's about understanding that these two domains, business and grappling, share a path that rewards deep skill, patience, and deliberate effort. If you stay on it long enough and solve constraint after constraint, who knows how far you can go. So I'm just a no-name YouTuber, not famous, not a world champion, but I am showing up every day, building both sides of my life, which is business and grappling. I made this video for the people like me who want to master their life, not just a single craft necessarily. If that's you, stick around. I'll be posting more about business, jiu-jitsu, and building a life that actually fulfills you. If you're on the path, whether early or deep in it, you're not alone. Subscribe if this hits home, comment if you're juggling multiple paths, and remember, mastery is a slow, beautiful grind, but it might take you way further than you think, if you stick around long enough to see it through. I'll see you in the next one.